You ready, Cam?
Yeah, I'm all set.
All right. All right. Almost ready. All right, Coach, can we get your thoughts on tonight's match? We'll take questions from the group.
Yeah, for us, I think that it was a missed opportunity. I thought that the team was prepared. We were ready to go. We scouted. We worked on a lot this week in practice, and the locker room felt good. Serve and pass was good, and our warm-up was good. And I just thought that offensively, this is probably one of our worst performances that we've had. We had 4, student athletes hit negative. So I just think to play them that close, statistically playing that poorly is a difficult pill to swallow, because I can't help but to think that if we would have just had a couple more people playing better, I think that we could have won that match. Drake's a great team. They're a great defensive team. I thought they made us uncomfortable a lot, but I expected differently, and tomorrow is going to mean that much more for us now that we lost tonight.
Following that first set, which was a little more lopsided, you guys
Yep.
were able to keep the second and third ones pretty close.
Yep.
Do you think there's anything that you might have could have done differently if
Yep.
you went to take those?
Yeah, I just think we try to keep things as black and white as possible, and at times it was just a lack of execution, just sometimes a lack of discipline or just not doing what we talked about doing. So I think that, we talk about high momentum and low momentum and deflating, and I thought at times we had really deflating errors, which are hard to bounce back from. But I was proud of our response in the second, and the third we had a big lead that we just didn't take care of, and it obviously cost us in the end.
Coach, I know you touched on that Drake defense.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think that Drake defense affected you guys mentally, specifically on the offensive side?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. I mean, I think that our attackers, it's like, hey, just be patient, just be patient. I thought a lot of those rallies were really long, and it's just a part of being an attacker. And, I thought at times our defense was just as good, but those rallies are long, and our attackers just have to stay patient. And sometimes we won those long rallies, and sometimes we lost, but it's just a mentality that you have to have that, hey, the ball's eventually going down, and it's not going to be on our side.
Kind of to piggyback off that one, the game was back and forth almost the entire time.
Yep.
But you guys ended up down 0-3 in the end. How
Yep.
does that affect you mentally, or the locker room mentally?
You guys want to answer that? Any of you?
I think it really has to do with what she just said. I think you look at our team and you're like, wow, those are some big arms. Like, we are an offensive team. We do really well. And so when we have a night like tonight where, we don't have that identity, we have to remember that we are as good of a defensive team as Drake is when we, perform and focus and are disciplined. And so it's just, that was our conversation in the locker room was, we win those long rallies too. They make errors too. So we notice it and we learn from it, and we'll go into tomorrow moving forward.
I know you guys touched on the game tomorrow, and with you guys now being 3-4 in conference after today's loss, what do you guys think for any of you are the main changes that you guys need to make going into the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think that, we talked about it, we are making the same mistakes. It's mistakes in your 20s. You just can't afford lack of execution when the game is tight. And I find that we are doing the same thing over and over again when the match is tight, and you can't work on that in practice. I can't on a Tuesday be like, okay, you're in front of almost 1,800 people in your own arena. I need you to execute. So I just think tomorrow it's are we going to make the same mistakes? And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. I'm feeling a little insane right now. So tomorrow, we always get another opportunity. We're gonna run out of opportunities eventually. So our goal is tomorrow is we get another opportunity to fix things that we're doing poorly, and no doubt in my mind, it's not going to be for a lack of trying and working hard. So I hope that we can learn and grow and not make the same mistakes tomorrow.
And then, Ada, as a senior leader, what's your voice in the locker room? What are you telling your teammates to get them ready for tomorrow again?
Yeah, I feel like as a senior four-year player in the Valley, Hannah can speak to this too. It's tough, this league. Sometimes you don't know what you're going to get. And every night you have to bring your best. And for people, freshmen like Ella or Nikayla or whoever it is on any given night, just helping them get ready so that us as a team can go out there and produce the way we know that we can.
Thank you, ladies.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.